Hello, I'm Charlotte Atchley, editor of Baking and Snack Magazine, and I'd like to invite you to visit Middleby Bakery in Hall 3, booths A47 and A55 at Interpack, held in Dusseldorf, Germany, May 7th through 13th. Here to share more about what Middleby Bakery has to offer is Mike Scouten, President of Global Bakery Sales for Middleby Bakery. Thanks for joining me today, Mike.
Thanks, Charlotte. It's great to be here with you today.
So to start off, Mike, how would you say Middleby Bakery helps bakers and snack manufacturers stand out and differentiate themselves?
There's a couple of ways, Charlotte. First, we have a lot of different brands in our company, so we're able to bring different brands together to make full line solutions and total line solutions, and so that's one way. And then, secondly, a lot of our brands have unique value propositions, each one, with different features and different benefits in their equipment that make their equipment by its own, excel with a total cost of ownership if you look over the lifetime of the equipment.
At Interpack, what can people expect to find when they visit the Middleby Bakery booth?
So we have two solutions, and I'll also tell you what brands are going to be there. So first, we'll have our brands Burford that will be showing closure equipment. We'll have GBT that will be have a bread divider there. We'll have Guerreri that will show a number of solutions around mostly cake and batter. They'll do some mixing both via a planetary mixer and an aeration. We'll have Pack Pro Inc. there. We'll have, and then some of our other solutions that we'll have that are I'll say more turnkey or total line solutions where we're putting together a couple brands to show a solution. So the first one of those is with our brand Calusi, and that brand will have a washer there. We'll be washing chocolate molds, and at the end of the washer, we will have a gantry system that will be stacking those chocolate molds onto a rack. And then with our AGV company Proxout, we'll pick up the rack and move it. So that will be with a laser guided type vehicle. So no human intervention is happening, and it will deposit that or take that rack back to the beginning of the line. So it'll be a little bit of a loop process there, but it will just be demonstrating that we can move things with an AGV and stack things. And we do that in a lot of other areas in other plants with pans, with trows, and so we do a lot of automation with AGVs, and so that's really what that is demonstrating. And then the other one that we will show is a cookie depositing line. So we'll use Escher mixing on the front end to do the mixing. We'll go to an Oka depositor via our friend Matt Drees there, the president of Oka, and I think you've talked to him in a different video that segment that you shot for this. And from there we will go to a Spooner Vickers oven, and that will finish the process of baking. And that's a cookie line where we put three brands together to form a solution.
So, Mike, how are the solutions that you just mentioned meeting the needs of bakers today?
Well, I think one is, just like if you looked at the Oka solution there, it's very versatile. It's, again, without going into all the details, it's able to handle a lot of different materials with large inclusions and chunks in it that other depositors are not able to handle. So that's one way. And then just being able to get everything from one company front to end is another aspect of being able to just use a one turnkey stop that makes it easier for a lot of our customers. And so, so yes, it's partly the solution, but it's also partly how we're able to supply a full line of equipment via one company.
Well, thank you so much, Mike, for inviting us to visit Middleby Bakery in Hall 3, booths A47 and A55 at Interpack. And I hope to see you in Dusseldorf May 7th through 13th for Interpack 2026.